Hey guys, this is take 3 of me doing this intro. The first bit was waffle, the second one was 5 minutes long. Nobody wants to see a 5-minute intro, so I'm going to try and keep this snappy as fast as I can, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot to cover in the game. It's bows and pats tonight in the battle for Europe. Basically, that's what it comes down to. Win tonight, Europe is... Basically, we just probably need to just win and draw it, and we'll be in Europe. Lose tonight, Europe is gone and forgotten about, basically. We won't be getting back into the picture, I don't think, if we lose tonight. So we have to win. It's against Pats, who are also in the battle for Europe, and a club who have ruined things for us non-stop the last few years, it feels like, in the cups and whatever. Tonight we've got a chance to finally get some proper payback on them. We can ruin Pat's entire season, we can tonight. Like, they can ruin our season. So it's a mad game. A draw keeps us in it. Pats can't really even afford a draw. Pats need to win tonight, because this might be Pat's final chance to get ahead of us. It might be. So both, we know what we have to do. At all costs, avoid defeat. That's got to be the main thing tonight. But we really should be pushing to win this game. But I worry Reynolds is going to go defensive. But hopefully I'm wrong. I'm predicting a 2-2 draw because, I don't know, I feel like a draw will happen tonight. I feel like both will stay and play, but the possibility of bottling would still be going on later down the line. We know one thing for certain, that Friday week is going to be the conclusion of the League of Ireland. We know that. Less than 2 weeks of it left. We got Pats, Shells, Drogheda. 2 of them at home, 1 of them away. So it's going to be an interesting end of the season. Please don't lose the bottle, bows. Come on, see you at Dahlia. Hey guys, we're about half an hour in. Bit of a cagey-ish first half, I would say. As I said, no goals. Both of us have had chances, a few blocks and stuff in. I feel like the way this game is looking, whoever scores first will win. I don't know. I don't know if both of us will score a goal tonight. Could be wrong about that. I do feel like we could do with a proper striker up front, though. That's been a problem this season in general. Yeah, we keep playing Clark a striker, and he's not a striker, in my opinion. But yes, we'll have to see what we can do. Half an hour in, 0-0. Yep, there's a bit of a fight going on between the fans, between the players, and the staff running on. Yep, this is the Dublin derby at crucial stage. What it can do to people's, temper. The fans are up for it. Imagine if we get the goal, we've great for us. And we're an hour into the action now. Very feisty game. Few fight. We've had a manager sent off. We've had everything here. Reynolds got sent off, pushing the player in the back, second yellow. And yeah, bows are playing really well. I will say that. I'm very impressed with how well bows are playing. But we have to get the goal. I would get probably James Taylor on, a proper striker. That could do it. But we also have to be careful that we're holding it up at the back to make sure they don't score. As I said earlier, I think whoever scores, if there is a goal, will win the game. Because I cannot see both teams scoring goals here. I think one team will score and then the other, they'll just hold on. So, need to make sure that's us, because this game is so important. We're 89 minutes in now, guys. Probably going to be the last clip of the video. Not so to go. We've only brought a striker on like the last 5 minutes or so. Shocking from Reynolds. He should have been on way earlier, in my opinion. And it wasn't even the right one. It's just a frustrating game, this one, because even though we played really well, we just haven't gotten the goal. And it really feels like we need it for some reason, because it feels like we're just holding off. like for this European decision, and it's just not right. It's not good, and it's not fun. 5 minutes will be added on.
Officials in a minimum of 5 minutes additional time.
5 minutes.
5 minutes additional time.
5 minutes to potentially make or break our entire season, in my opinion. Hey guys, Andy BTW here after Bohs and Pat ended 0-0, and yeah, there's a lot to talk about what happened in the match. Not really much footage to show you because it was a 0-0, which I can't remember the last time I did a vlog that was 0-0. If people know, leave it in the comments or whatever, because I honestly cannot remember the last time I sat through a 0-0. Was it Brian Wexford way back about 3 years ago? It could have been. But anyway, what does this mean for Bohs? I did predict a draw. It basically means Bohs have to beat Shells, in my opinion. That's what it means. Because Shells, if they beat us on Sunday, they are guaranteed top 3. They are. They are guaranteed it. They are. So Bohs have to, stop that, because it would mean Shell's final game is against Pats. So if Pats win against Waterford, I think it is they're playing, they win that game, then they can go above us if we lose to Shells. And Pat's last game is against Shells. If Pat win that game, we're done. We're done. We can't get into top 4. So, and it probably will happen if we lose to Shells, because Shells will have nothing to play for. They're in Europe. Like, already at the minute actually playing games in the Conference League. They won't be that fussed about winning that game against Pats. So, we have to really beat them, because even a draw, Pats can jump us. With a draw, they can. And I know what Pats are like at the end of a season. They're the opposite to Bohs, they are. Pats go on great runs at the end. So, if we don't win against Shells, I think that's curtains for the season. I really do. It's annoying because we should have won that game last night. We were the better team. We were the better team. I don't care what anybody says. I know they had more shots. We had more possession and everything else with it. But we didn't shoot enough. We had the opportunities and we just didn't take on the shot. Part of that is because they're playing an attacking midfielder at striker. They're playing Clark there. Clark is not a striker. I was looking at this. He scored 6 league goals this season, Clark. He has. 4 of them have been when he's been in midfield. 2 of them have been as a striker. Does that not tell you something, Alan? Clark is not a striker. Stop playing him like he is. Because it's just making us more defensive. It's making Clark and Tierney fall over each other, not knowing who's meant to be where. It's a mess up front. Everywhere else was perfect last night. We defended well. We played in the midfield well. We did everything well except that final third, which it was vital for us because we had to score that goal, and it didn't come. You have Alan Reynolds getting himself sent off. You have like an idiot missing the game against Shells now. And I just think about it, like, why did we give him the new deal? We should have waited and see if he made Europe or not, because I'll be honest with you, if we don't make Europe, I want him out. But that can't happen now because he's signed a new contract. And the reason I'd want him out is because he's been shocking lately. We've been in terrible form, and it doesn't look like it's going to pick up anytime soon, even going into next season. This is giving me awful 2023 vibes, it is. When we were in Europe for the whole season under Declan Devine, and then the last 2 games, we fell out of it and never got back in it. That is what the vibes are giving me at the minute, they are, with Alan. Like, I'm just saying this, I don't want this to happen. I really don't think Bohs are going to make Europe. I really don't think we will. I think last night was the game against Galway. That had to be a win. That did. If that we win that game, then I think we make Europe. I truly believe it. That one game in Galway has caused all this. It has. If we'd beaten Pat last night, yes, it would have been a brilliant win and it would have made up for the Galway loss. But no, we didn't win it. So, I don't know. Bohs, this game against Shells is your last chance. And realistically, we might be in a position where we have to win both of them to make Europe. Maybe. I don't know what the scenario works out as. If we beat Shells, then they have to beat Pats. They do. Because Pats could still steal Shell's position. They could in Europe. It's a jumbo mess. But the one thing I do know for certain is, if both drop points on Sunday, we're done. So anyway, been me. I'll see you then. I don't know if there'll be a challenge video out this month or not. I really don't know. I know I said I would. I just don't know what to give you. I really don't know when I can do it or what to do. I had have already done the video for this month and it got deleted, so yes. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.